So about 2 hours ago, Marvel dropped the trailer for Miss Marvel. I'm still kind of wondering why we got this trailer before we got a Thor Love and Thunder trailer, but whatever. So they dropped this trailer, and it confirmed a few things right away, actually. One, she's no longer an Inhuman. That's an improvement. And she no longer has rip-off Mr. Fantastic powers. That's an improvement. She's basically a Green Lantern now. She has energy projection powers, basically. And honestly, that's much better than her being able to do what Mr. Fantastic does, which I think was always stupid. She had the worst power set. Like, what girl wants to have gigantic hands? She can do all of this stuff, but all she ever does is make giant fists. And it's like, what girl, and they made this character for girls, but what girl wants gigantic man hands? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, it was never an appealing power. And the comic sales always proved that to be correct because they had to relaunch this book 75 times. I mean, I'm exaggerating that number, but they had to reboot her book a lot because it just doesn't sell. It's never in the top 50. So these are improvements. One thing that Marvel has been able to do with these characters is make them a little bit better on screen. Now, whether or not this will be a good show or not, I don't know. Watch the trailer just wasn't really for me. I'm not really into like teenage soap operas, which is exactly what this looks like. It looks like a CW show. Maybe that's for you. I don't know. All I know is that the media is already running over each other so that they can ass pat the show. Look at these headlines. Miss Marvel trailer. Teen crushes superheroics hit Disney Plus in June. Here's this one. Miss Marvel trailer reveals the rise of a teenage superhero. Miss Marvel's first trailer teases a cosmic take on Kamala Khan. Miss Marvel's first trailer brings a radical new Kamala Khan to the MCU. It's all just praising it. They love it. It is going to be 20 million times better than No Way Home. No Way Home, forget about that pile of trash. Now we've got Miss Marvel, the savior of the MCU. Then there are, of course, people that are upset about changes to the character. I found this. This is from February 5th, though. But it is relevant because this article is pissed that the comic book character is changing to match the character in the MCU, and I don't know why, because to me these are all improvements. Her powers have always been awful. But because she's changing to energy projectile, it changes the character, and now, and I'm not kidding, takes the character down a road of racist stereotypes. So, just to be clear, this article is angry that the comic book character, the version in the comics, is changing to match the character in the movies. So her powers are like she's losing her powers in the book. Basically, they're not working. And that's going to lead to a story where I guess she gets these armbands that give her Green Lantern powers. But listen to this stuff. For decades, Asian American comics readers have had little representation at Marvel Comics, with characters like Shang-Chi and the Mandarin being stooped in racist stereotypes and regulated to filling out obvious roles like martial arts masters. What? You know that there were articles about them being angry that there were no Asian martial artists? I'm not kidding. A while ago. So for real, it's a real thing. This is what makes Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel arguably the most important Asian American Marvel hero. Her powers speak to her experiences as Pakistani American without resorting to old stereotypes. What? How are her powers? How do her powers make her Pakistani? Do they have? Are they well known for stretching elastic things? I'm confused by this article. Her shape-shifting powers not only reflect a powerful sense of creativity, but interprets an Asian American perspective for superhero comics in a completely novel and uplifting way. How are her shape-shifting powers a powerful sense of creativity? She literally has the same power set as Mr. Fantastic. But instead of doing all of the cool shit he does, the only thing she ever did was make giant fists. Kamala Khan's debut as Miss Marvel was a watershed moment for Asian Americans in American comics, going where characters in the past had never been able to go. An earlier character called the Green Turtle from Shu F. Hing never took off his mask, despite his story taking place in China, likely because it was believed that American readers wouldn't gravitate towards an Asian character. What? How many? There's like a whole huge population of people that love martial arts and kung fu movies. But yeah, they wouldn't gravitate to an Asian character. Sure, Screen Rat. Continues Kamala Khan's origin story as Miss Marvel did what the Green Turtle could never do. And by changing her powers in comics for the sake of brand synergy, Marvel Comics loses one of its most crucial contributions to Asian American history and culture. How? She's still Pakistani. She's still Muslim. How is anything lost? All that's being done is, honestly, they're improving the character by giving her a better power set. I can't really think off the top of my head if there are any Green Lantern ripoffs, really, in the Marvel universe. There probably is, and I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to say, but off just thinking right now, I can't come up with anything. But honestly, this is better to me anyway. And her powers in the trailer, they looked way better. She still had the giant fist, the dumb fist thing, but she was doing stuff like putting a wall up for bullets, and it looked cool to see her walk on stuff. Like, honestly, they improved her. They made her better. The power set that she has now is much better. But I find it funny how, if you change anything with these characters, now they're going to get mad. They're going to get pissed. And this was before the trailer even came out, so now I'm looking forward to see them get mad about it again and again and again. But, I don't know. If you like that trailer, good on you, I guess. There's other characters that have been around, like Namor, for example. Are we ever going to get to see him in the MCU? All these characters that have only been around for a decade are getting adapted before characters that have been around for decades. And it's just kind of weird to me. I'd like to see some of these characters, but Marvel's going to do what Marvel's going to do. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.